I think he's better than Floyd Mayweather. That's what I think.
Amongst the Canelo Crawford mania that's been going down for the past week or so, Canelo Alvarez got asked, is Crawford better than Floyd Mayweather?
I need y'all to get the likes up, man.
I think Crawford is better than Mayweather because he turned his guard with the both sides. He's more intelligent. I think he's better than Floyd Mayweather. That's what I think.
But what you learned in the Mayweather fight, you can take into Crawford fight. What you learned in Mayweather fight, you can take into this fight.
Oh, I learn in every single fight, not just in the Mayweather fight, but I learn everything and for every fight, and I'm gonna put all my experience there because I'm gonna need it.
And you're not weight drained at 152 this time. You're 168. You're bigger and stronger now.
It's a different position.
And after hearing what he had to say, Canelo Alvarez said it's because, well, Crawford could switch stances, that Crawford's more intelligent. Now, is this a shot at Floyd Mayweather because of some of the things that Floyd may have said over the years in regards to Canelo Alvarez?
And I'm gonna tell y'all the truth about Canelo. Easy, man. Cakewalk, easy. Y'all sitting up here, y'all praising this dude. This dude was nothing. I was almost 40 years old when I cooked this dude.
Floyd said he was so easy work, right? Y'all said this dude was this and that. Man, he was easy work, right? But Terence Crawford, is he better than Floyd Mayweather? We had this discussion on live streams in small detail, but it's hard to say, right? And for Canelo to say that Crawford is actually better than Floyd, I think he will have to wait till he gets in the ring with Crawford first. But that just goes to show you what he thinks of Terence Bud Crawford, right? If he thinks Crawford is better than the guy that actually beat him, one of the few guys that actually beat him, and what does that say about Terence Crawford? What does that say that he thinks about Terence Bud Crawford? He thinks that Crawford is a great fighter. He thinks that Terence Crawford is going to be a real challenge, despite the whole weight issue and everything, right? He believes that Terence Crawford is better than Floyd Mayweather. He believes that Terence Crawford has all these skills and abilities, right? Switching sides, and he's intelligent. But is he better than Floyd Mayweather? I think that's something that he's going to have to answer once he steps into the ring with Terence Crawford. And after that fight is concluded, then he can give us a real answer. But I'll take it. Because I think Floyd and Crawford is one of those things to where they might be neck and neck. You may can even give Crawford the edge, right? Oh, well, Crawford ain't fought nobody. How could you say that over Floyd? Man, just watch these dudes fight. Watch them fight. They've been fighting for over a decade. So this is why I like talking about fighters like Crawford, Canelo, fighters that's been around for a while, because there's a lot that we can kind of go off of. A lot of these young guys that's still kind of developing and building their careers and their resumes and things of that nature. So there's still a lot of things. But for the older fighters and the veterans like Floyd, there's a lot of information out there. So we can kind of put our brains together and be like, well, maybe he'll struggle with this, but he may can get him in this, right? Oh, well, he's faster than him, but he still might got better timing. Or he's a bigger puncher, but his speed may get him, though. So that's what I like about fighters that's been around for a while, because there's more you can kind of talk about. But I told you guys before about the Crawford-Floyd Mayweather thing. I don't know who will win. I don't know who would win. Crawford said he would beat Floyd, but he would never actually thought about fighting Floyd, because Floyd's like the big bro. He never even thought about fighting a Floyd Mayweather. I don't know. I leave that to the fans, because I'm a little bit torn. Because which Floyd are we talking about? We talking about Pretty Boy Floyd or Money Mayweather, right? There's two different versions of Floyd Mayweather. There's Pretty Boy and then there's Money May. Pretty Boy was more aggressive. However, he was also more susceptible to getting hit with shots. Now, Pretty Boy was a lot more defensive. You damn near couldn't hit him with confetti, but he wasn't really putting much back at you. So which one right? Which one would Crawford be up against if we was to say Crawford's better than Floyd Mayweather, right? It's just one of those things. I say this. We'll have a more definitive answer after September 13th if Crawford's actually better than Floyd, because he goes out there and he shuts out Canelo Alvarez. I mean, Floyd Mayweather actually shut out Canelo too, honestly. I don't know how that fight was a majority decision, but that was just the politics of boxing running its course. But if Crawford goes out there, dominates Canelo, stops Canelo, then he has a very, very strong argument that he could possibly be better than Floyd Mayweather. I mean, it's possible. Floyd Mayweather got a lot of respect for Crawford. He holds him on a pedestal. He says Crawford's the best fighter in boxing.
Terence Crawford right now in the sport of boxing is the pound for pound best fighter in the sport of boxing right now.
The pound for pound top fighter in boxing right now is Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford, I just truly believe he doesn't have to be under my company for me to give a guy props. I'm not like that. You know, if he's ever free and he want to go to any company, if he's a free agent, I would love to work with him if he's free, because I know that what I can do to take him to that next level. Because with Jimmy saying raw talent, hell of a fighter. But there's a lot of hell of a fighters out there. And he's one of the guys he's a motherfucker. And one thing I like about him, I mean, he reminds me of a young Floyd Mayweather. You know, he can fight his ass off. And that's what I like about him.
He gives Crawford all the praise that he can give him, right? Speaking of this fight, we got an updated prediction list. It's been updated on June 23rd, right? It's been updated very recently, right? And before, you know, it wasn't as many guys on here, but now it has been updated. And now we have 37 professionals that got Canelo winning, and now we have 54 professionals that believe it's Terence Crawford. Now, do I want to go through all these names? I don't know. But some of the guys that got Canelo winning, Chris Algieri, which I think was flip-flop. Blair the Flair Cobbs got Canelo. Edgar Berlanga got Canelo. Joel Diaz, Mikey Garcia, Alexis Rothschild, Regis Prograis, Danny Garcia, Jeff Mayweather, Israel Midramov, Tyson Fury, Calvin Ford, Andre Rozier, Stephen A. Smith, Eddie Hearn, Floyd Schofield, Lamont Roach, Gary Russell Jr., Rolly Romero, who I think actually wants Crawford to win, but whatever. Tank Davis, Teofimo Lopez, who also said Crawford's going to win. Some of these guys that's on Canelo's side I see still should kind of be over on Crawford's side, because I seen the videos where they pick Crawford to win, they want Crawford to win, whatever the case may be. Chris Algieri is also one of them that had Crawford winning. And I heard this list is kind of, I guess, whatever. I'm going to keep going. Gary Russell Jr., who's a big Terence Crawford hater, right? He don't like Bud over some shit that happened in amateurs, so of course he's going to go against Crawford. Teofimo Lopez, Virgil Ortiz, Hank Lundy, Iglis Kavalaskas, Mean Machine, Kell Brook, Liam Smith, Jim Lampley, Kieron Davis, Julio Cesar Chavez, Hamza Shariz, Oscar De La Hoya, Sebastian Fundora, Abel Sanchez, Sam Jones, Adonis Wilkins, and Julio Cesar Chavez Sr., right? And then for Crawford, we got Floyd Mayweather Jr., Andre Ward, Tim Bradley, Shakur Stevenson, Keyshawn Davis, Keon Davis, David Benavidez, Devin Haney, Nico Ali Walsh, Evers Griffin, Frank Slia, James Lights Out Tony, Alexander Usyk, Peter Garcia, Brian Norman, Jose Benavidez Jr., Amir Khan, Bozy Ennis, Ronnie Shields, Richardson Hitchison, Paulie Malignaggi, Dimitri Bivol, Andre Durrell, Coach Bullet Commonwealth, Derek James, Raul Marquez, Mickey Bay, David Garcia, Richard Torres, Austin Trout, Miguel Cotto, Danny Jacobs, Sergey Kovalev, Sean Porter, Errol the Truth, Big Fish Spence Jr., Bernardo Osuna, Teddy Atlas, Stephen Breadman Edwards, Carl Frampton, Joe Rogan, Robert Garcia, Tony Bellew, Darius Falunga, Kelvin Davis, Comel Moton, Ray Leonard, Lionel Thompson, a.k.a. Lonnie B., Kevin Cunningham, Bob Arum, Bernard Hopkins, Snoop Dogg, Keith, Corbin got Terence Bud Crawford winning. And of course, and then we got Devin Haney and Clarissa Shields for the names I missed for Crawford. So, yeah, that's the updated list as to who's the experts and the guys are picking, right? 54 people got Crawford, 37 got Canelo Alvarez. Like I'm telling you guys, as this fight goes, as the weeks go by, Crawford's going to be closer and closer to a favorite. He may not be the favorite, but he's not a significant underdog going into this fight, despite him moving up few or 2 weight classes to see this guy, right? Canelo Alvarez gave Terence Crawford praise, said that he's better than Floyd Mayweather. That's pretty crazy, right? But yeah, that's what Canelo said, and that's what he thinks. But tell me what you guys think. Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.